Hi, I just wanted to check in again this afternoon. The stock market keeps getting more violent and more violent, and our office has had a tremendous amount of calls. And I just wanted to reach out along with this video as our latest commentary on the stock market. But I wanted to kind of kick things off and just say about these last few weeks. I was fortunate enough several years ago, I had a custom guitar built from the builder who did Eddie Van Halen's. And I went out to California to get the guitar at the Fender Musical Instrument Company, and I went out to pick up the guitar, and the builder actually put about many coats of paint on it, pearl white paint, and then they burned it with a blowtorch, completely burned it up. And it was interesting because when I was out there, I asked the guy, I said, the builder, I said, "Wow, what do you call that?" And he said, "We call that to hell and back," because it was all burned up. And that's really the way I feel about the stock market these last 6 weeks. I have never seen in 32 years the volatility we've had. And I wanted to just comment on a couple things. First, on our office, Chad, Kayla, Danielle, Lori, myself, we're all hands on deck here. We're working with social distancing. We've postponed our annual meetings and client meetings in the office just to be aware of this coronavirus and so forth. And I want to say that if anybody wants to, you can call the office, we can do a video conferencing, and also if you call the office and I may be on the phone because the phone's going crazy all the time, Kayla or Danielle are happy to give you my cell number. And I think it's times like this that I just want to be really available to you. Now kind of switching over for a few insights, and of course this is included with the market commentary, but I did want to say the stock market closed down again today. But to kind of keep this in perspective, the stock market was actually lower in December of 2018. And yes, you heard me right, the stock market was lower in December of 2018 than it is right now. What's going to happen tomorrow morning, I don't know. But I think that it's been a tremendous amount of panic. As a matter of fact, I got a call from a client friend of mine in Florida. He said that he went to the grocery store and all the meat was gone, and of course, about toilet paper and water. It's almost going crazy, I think. And we just want to keep this under our feel about it is that it's going to pass. I don't think that the coronavirus is just going to take over America and everything's going to go dead. I think that we'll get through this, and it's going to be maybe with some government stimulation. It's going to be possibly with keeping social distance, and maybe we've got to go through the next few weeks of not socializing and so forth. But I think we will go through it. Now, I also wanted to talk about this particular situation is a health crisis. It's not a financial crisis. And of course, a normal person would say, well, the stock market's getting killed. I mean, that's about as financial as you can get. But I got to tell you, back in 2008, when the banking crisis hit, and believe it or not, a lot of people forgot about it by now, but people thought that the banks could go out of business, or the value of the dollar could go to zero, or the whole financial system could collapse. And up until about 5-6 weeks ago, the stock market, of course, was hitting all-time highs. Banks are doing fine. The consumers are doing fine. And I like to look at things like interest rates are low, mortgage rates are low, cash levels are high for the average person, unemployment is low. And out of all the downdrafts I've seen in my entire career, starting over 30 years ago, every single one of them has come back to a higher high. And I think if somebody were to say to me, what would be the one thing that you could tell me, I would say not to abandon your financial plan. I mean, these are good quality companies, and to try to sell, and I just don't believe in selling out. Never's a long time for me, 30 years plus in the business, had a client sell out, especially after the market's gone down 30%, and then try to make it back, because then when do you get back in, and you're scared and so forth. So I just want to say, we've got some great companies. I don't think these great companies like Medtronic and Walmart and Costco and Amazon and Google, I don't think they're all going to go out of business because of this. They might have a retreat, but people all over the globe are still going to be consuming products, and we'll get back to normal. Again, please read my commentary and feel free to call, and we'll look forward to being in touch.